Yeah, we drink and play games. This is Barcadium. It's just a visual novel, sure, yeah. All right, let's see what happens. Here we go. Arcade spirits.
Will we be trampled? Behold, gamers, I give you arcade spirits. Welcome, friends. Welcome to Arcade Spirits.
I actually just spit. I didn't even take a drink yet. It was just the reaction of me laughing, just spit my drink straight in my face. What a great start.
Arcade Spirits is now open for business.
I'm not gonna lie, the last one sounds way better. But I think your read is what ruined it. It's like, Arcade Spirits? You sound like the WWE 2K19 when you have to preview the names. It's just like, Joan. It's like she's not sure if this is what you wanted.
So, which one do you like the best?
I told you already.
You like the last one?
Yes.
Alright, we can do that. Because I don't know, as funny as it was to make you spit into your drink, I don't think that's actually good.
You know what? It made me spit my drink.
Behold! Like if you...
And we give you none of your time.
Tripled.
Yeah, no, nobody cared about your speech. I don't even have time to finish one line of my big dramatic speech. The crowd spills through the court doors and runs right past me, eager to get to the games. It would just be weird. Like,
I mean, if I went to an opening place and someone was like, behold, I'd be like...
Yeah, but that's the thing, is that like, the second they brought up the speech, I was kind of like, it sounds ridiculous.
Just open doors.
Like, imagine if you opened a restaurant and it was just like, behold, it's a new Applebee's. And it's just like, yeah, no, we know, thank you. Then the crowd spills through the doors and runs eager to get to the games. Immediately, the arcade fills with the sounds of beeps and... I was like, wait a minute. I was like, did your cell phone go off? The arcade fills up with the sounds of beeps and boops. Games is starting up, and people laughing with delight as they find their favorites. Well, there goes my entire opening ceremony plans out the window. I had all sorts of stuff planned, but if folks just want to get gaming, who am I going to argue? If folks just want to get to the bar and drink, who am I to argue? After a few minutes of final checks around the place, I decided to move into phase 2. Meet and greet around the arcade. I walked like the arcade. I talked like the arcade. like I did in my floor attendant days, talking with folks and making sure things running smoothly. Although I could probably track down Ashley too, assuming she wants to talk yet, which may not be the case. Arcade Spirits is my domain. Open to my exploration. Where should I visit first?
Gavin and Percy are hanging out at the bar. Naomi's fixing Teo's dance game, which seems to have crashed. Queen Bee and Ashley are talking with some arcade newbie. Okay.
Do you want to know where my brain is going first?
Where?
Do you? Or do you want to go first? Actually, you know what? Because usually I always go first. I'll let you go first. Where do you want to go?
I'm kind of caught between two. Okay. So, my first thought is always like, who do I want to see, right?
Yes.
And that would be Queen Bee and Ashley. However, first day and Teo's dance game has crashed. Like, work me is like, we should, like, Naomi is gonna have it. Like, she's known as the person who fixes things, but I'm just a little worried about that. What are you thinking?
So I would be worried about that, but normally whenever you do an open for something like this, something naturally kind of goes wrong. So that's not too big of a deal. That was actually the last thing I had. Actually, no, that might have actually been the second thing I had. The last thing I had was Queen Bee and Ashley.
You want to go to the bar?
I want to go as far away from them as possible, just because Ashley's involved there, and it just doesn't seem like a good situation to go there.
Like, I feel like it could blow up if we go around Ashley. Like,
yeah, that's why it was like my last option. But I'm like, Gavin and Percy are hanging out at the bar. Not because I like drinking, which don't get me wrong, I do.
But we haven't seen the bar yet?
It's a new element. I'm actually more worried about if that bar was working.
Going. Okay, you go.
Because the bar can bring in a different sort of revenue.
Alright, we can check that.
Cool. Jamaican Jaman.
It looks so much nicer than
The Deco's one?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so weird because it's like, it's the same layout, but cleaner. Jamaican Jaman, you want some Tempest Rust, some Double Bubble, some Alaskan Almond, man, some Extreme Water. At least our Extreme Water is $4.
Yeah.
And their Diet Water is $10. Canadian Gangsta, Mortal Cocktail. Hey, listen, we might need to work on the name for that one. And then Rum Invader.
Okay.
Okay, it's strange we went from Jamaican to the United Kingdom, Mom. You gotta work on that a little bit. See, there it went, and they went there again. One nice thing about being half bar, half arcade is having a pleasant place to relax and get some drinks between games for staff and gamers alike. It's here that I find Percy and Gavin having some coffee, avoiding the chaos of the gaming area. It's amazing. I just accidentally did a British accent, and now I have to do one.
How?
I'm like, how?
What do I do?
Tanked, completely tanked.
Much obliged.
I'm glad for your little tip. Excuse me, it's a mortal cocktail. I was ready to invest a good chunk of my pocketbook in that company. All my hard work would have tanked right alongside it. And this is part of the course where my siblings snatch up technology companies. It's a pump and dump. Jeez, I mean, we're just gonna go all the way with sexual innuendo. And in essence, stir up excitement in the acquisition. They drop it once it goes cold. One of the most amazing things that happened. Are you familiar at all with Ron Funches?
The name, but
Comedian who likes wrestling.
okay.
I can't remember what specifically he asked to do this for. But he was like, he wanted to do a voiceover for a black character, but he's a black male. He wants to break the stereotype that every black dude talks like, hey yo, what's going on? Like, yo, what's going on, bro? Yeah, like
familiar.
Yeah, so it was really cool to hear him say that because I'm like, it's a stereotype that I wish that would break. I've never seen one of their endeavors bear fruit for very long. Thanks to their short attention spans, I'm glad I could save you the heartache.
Apologies.
No offense. I think I can handle a few accidental heart-related puns without going into cardiac arrest, my good fellow. But it's good to avoid a pothole on the road of finance, yes? All the better for the charities who will eventually profit from my own loss. I approached them in what seems to be a natural lull in the conversation. I didn't think I would have this boring of a conversation going to a bar. Although talks of finances is in itself quite a downer. Yeah, tell me about it.
So, stock market talk?
Yeah.
Ah, indeed.
I will say, they're usually at the bar, you'll see a lot of people who probably engage in that up there.
Yeah.
And and you know what the crazy thing is? They're usually your best people. Indeed, I like to get my trades in the morning before I come to the arcade, get all that bother over with, so I can focus on Loopy. Afraid we're being astoundingly boring at the moment, Wecky. Just two serious gentlemen talking about finance.
That's fine. I'm adulting at 110% efficiency today.
Oh.
Having started a new business myself, I should probably learn about how, money works.
That's not necessarily how money works at that point. You're kind of learning how the market works, which is a completely different thing. What would you like to know about?
Oh, investments. How do I plan for the arcade's future? Expenses. I want to throw a kick-ass party tonight to celebrate. Taxes. I've never had to file for a business before.
So, what are you interested in?
I mean, my first thought is taxes, even though it's basic.
That is exactly where my brain went. Is for this reason.
You can get the other stuff later.
So, you file a 1099 for, independent stuff. So, for YouTube and for Twitch, I do a 1099. But I don't know, the second it comes to a business, I'm like, what the fuck happens now? Because you have to give out paychecks now, you gotta do all that stuff.
Gotta start with that before we get to the investments.
Oh, yeah. I'm not worried about investments and expenses. I'm worried about the taxes part. That's government shit.
Yeah. Okay. So I usually just fill out a bunch of numbers on a website and pay someone else to worry about taxes for me. I don't think I can do that anymore, can I? At risk of falling asleep on my feet, Teach me the ways of the Byzantine tax codes.
Is that actually how you say that?
I don't know. I'm also
I've
doing
always
it
said
in an accent.
I've always said Byzantine.
Oh, I don't know.
So I don't know who's right. That's the thing. I was just like, you said it so confidently that I was like, maybe.
I know. I have reader's vocabulary, so.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's like I said. It's like don't. I mean, I get it. It's natural to make fun. It happens to me sometimes too. It's like someone reads it wrong. I'm like, you read that wrong.
Yeah.
But it's just because they don't.
I mostly find it funny when someone reads something wrong when it's amusing on its own, like
Yeah.
not in a mocking way,
Right.
but like especially if they accidentally say a different word instead, and then it's like funny in the context of the sentence.
I mean, I can't even read to start off with. Have you heard me? That's why I always say I have to have a good laugh at myself because it's like I'm not a perfect reader.
Mm-hmm.
No one really is. Gavin chuckles as if watching a caveman trying to play with this new thing called fire. That doesn't really have to concern you. It's why you hired me, after all. If I could keep Miss Francine's arcade afloat, I can keep arcade spirits from sinking.
Oh, right.
Besides, we have a few months yet before I need to start chugging antacid and in bulk and pulling long nights in front of a spreadsheet. I don't need to know about your antacid habits, please. I suggest focusing on the here and now.
Yeah, I guess I'm jumping the gun a bit on that.
No! I actually greatly disagree. Let's you sink deeper and deeper into conversations about currency exchanges, fiscal policy, tax rate changes, and I start to lose consciousness. I'm not gonna lie. I would actually be kind of into this conversation. I admire their passion, but there's only so much adulting I can handle in one day. I need to reserve some for later.
Alright.
It's then that I notice Ray's voices at the other end of the bar. Okay, I found the cutest girl here now. It happened. There she is.
What's up with that guy, though?
Hey, listen, he dyed his hair and became a bartender here. I can't wait until he forgets her diet soda. It's not really an altercation or an incident yet, but they are talking a bit louder than others.
Oh boy.
I wonder who's being the dick here.
Both of them. The answer is both. Look at those faces.
That's probably true, but let's actually find out. She's also part of the ghost clan.
Oh yeah, she's probably gonna punch someone or something. They're violent.
Here we go. Miss, I've run. Oh, sorry, no. So then, okay, nope, it's her then. Nope, there's our answer. We found her.
The dick.
Miss, I've run your credit card twice and it was declined twice.
Man, this sucks.
Sound angsty. Sound like you're aesthetic.
I feel so called out right now.
Sound like you're aesthetic.
I don't know how to put that into a voice.
You don't know what your aesthetic sounds like? You haven't practiced being brooding or emo at all?
No.
Weird. But
I
that's
just,
what you
I
want.
just look at it.
But that's what you
and go,
want, and you're
this.
like, I like it.
I like
I
all of
want it.
this.
Yeah, I did it even in your hands. I was like, this is what you do. Like,
Run it again. Wait, no.
easy there, Kyoko. I mean, to be fair, it's like purple-ish, but a darker purple.
Run it again. I'm telling you, it's working just fine earlier. I got tokens using it. See? See these tokens?
Sensing an opportunity to get a new girlfriend, to provide excellent customer service and further improve my adulting chops, I step in to help.
Hello, good morning. I'm the manager here. God, Wex. Amazing. She's amazing. Can I be of some assistance?
I'm Mr. Manager.
What's up?
Oh.
Oh, see, she's into it.
Yeah. Hey. Whoa. What just happened?
Oi!
I did find it, kind of.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Love what you've done with this place. Just love it. But something's wrong with your credit card readers. My card's legit. I was using it earlier with no issues. But now it's all messed up and stuff. Good news, kid. We don't understand money, so we probably can't help you.
I have two ways I would handle this, and I'm kind of curious what solutions they're going to come up with.
Can you help me? I can pay I can pay cash if I gotta.
You can cash?
Here. I'm not trying to duck and run on you, but I'd really prefer to use a card. Okay. Sure, we'll try to run your card one more time.
That's ridiculous.
You know what? It's on the house with our thanks. Iris, can you help her out with this issue? Why not? We keep leaning on Iris for everything.
Really? That's where you went?
Look, okay. Personally, I'd be okay with giving like one drink on the house. But I don't want Wecky to be one of those managers I've had in the past that they just freak out and give stuff away for free.
Yes.
And it's like, dude, it's too much, it's too much. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I know we're in control of Wecky, but I guess we could just...
This isn't necessarily true of every place you work at, because I've worked at some bars where they don't give you this whatsoever, but sometimes bartenders will have a tab that they personally...
Comp tab.
A good old comp tab, yes. So this is like one of those situations where I'm kind of like, you know, we have a new customer here. I get to talk to her. She seems kind of happy. I don't know necessarily if it's like if she's just kind of abusing the system or not. She said she wants to pay with cash. If she's saying she'll pay with cash, I'll be like, hey, look.
It's just, isn't it a bit weird the way that she's like, I want to pay on the card, but I do have cash? Like,
I know
it's
people,
just a bit weird.
but here's the thing, I know people like that.
Yeah.
I actually know bartenders and servers like that for this reason. With your credit card, you can get rewards points, and there may be an incentive for you to specifically use the card. And if that's the method of payment that you want to use, I can understand why she might want to do that. Now, there may be a situation in which, and this has happened, I had a guy who, it's one of my infamous stories, I've told this before, who just kind of like, he was on a hot date with somebody and just put his card like right in front of him and was like, here you go, play it. And like kept looking at his date, and his date went to the bathroom, and I swiped the card and I'm like, no. And he actually did scrounge up as much money as he possibly could and like just barely got to the amount needed in cash. But then he came back like a week later and actually just left me $50.
Dang.
So sometimes I'm just like, listen, the situation just might be weird.
Yeah.
This might be a situation where it's weird. But this is a one-time only. But this is, for me, this is a one-time only thing.
Yeah.
You break the trust after this, it doesn't happen again.
She's a ghost girl. That's why I'm already kind of.
See, but here's the thing. I'm breaking that prejudice though. And I'm kind of like, you're here, you're a guest here, you obviously wanted to come here and have a good time. You're saying that you have the cash. This is on the house. Please leave the bartender a cash tip. Everything's good. And as long as you understand, hey, listen, if you're having this complication again next time, just pay with cash. We're fine. I would rather have that sort of relationship, because then you can actually build some health off of that one. The first one is just like, we'll try to run your card one more time. I'm like, it's just gonna magically work now. She would have to go on an app on her phone to figure out her banking situation. You know what I mean? What do you want to do with that? I posted my argument enough. I feel like we've been on this long enough.
Oh, just Iris.
Iris? Okay.
Fortunately, I happen to have an expert in all things digital in my employ. She can clear up your credit card problem nice and quick.
If you've ever wanted to find out what kind of bartender I am, I don't believe in prejudices.
Oh, Iris.
Or at least, no, not believe in them. I let them go.
Iris online.
Sure thing. Miss, can you please swipe your card across my screen?
You just have to prove to me that you're
She's
actually...
gonna think we're stealing her information.
Yeah, that would actually be my first thought, too.
And I didn't know this was, this is how this was going.
This takes the customer by surprise. Yeah, this is why I didn't want to bring Iris into this.
Imagine that was how that was gonna go.
Yeah, she hesitates briefly before doing his ass.
You got an Iris, huh? That's neat.
You see, oh boy. Well, we're about to find out her answer. That
She
face...
looks pissed. Now processing. Please enjoy this recorded music.
That's so weird.
I love it.
It's hilarious. Yeah.
Oh, she's like smiling now.
Okay.
Bad command or file
Huh.
name?
That's odd. It says your card was declined. Cancelled, even.
Interesting.
No helping it.
I'm sure this is just a misunderstanding, but whatever. I've got cash. Plenty of cash. No problem at all. I'll take care of this myself. Thanks for trying.
That was the one thing. It was the one thing. I was like, if she says she has cash and she was actually going to pay, that's why I was like, all right, what's a drink? You throw it on a comp tab and you just let it go and you just explain, hey, moving forward, this is just kind of it. I had a feeling this was going to happen, and I was like, and all that's running in my brain is like, how do we lose, like, what is the cost? What are we losing restaurant-wise? And then what does the bartender get out of this as well? The bartender now gets nothing out of this. You know what I mean? And I'm like, fuck! In my brain.
Not that serious.
It is. But it is. Fuck. And then that hurts like the cut. God damn it. Sorry.
Okay,
It's just
one customer in the game.
It's just a visual novel, sure, yeah. She quickly goes about her business, using a fistful of ones and various bits of change to pay her way through. Seemed a little eager to get out of here, actually.
That's odd. Really odd.
Might need to keep an eye out for that one. That's the thing. You can keep an eye out. That's fine. I just wanted to remedy that situation as much as possible. All right, with that matter settled, it's back to wandering the arcade. Where to next?
All right. Where you want to go?
Oh, you're letting me pick?
Well, you also picked where to go the first time.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, then you pick. No, I was just like, that's why I was like, you're letting me pick? Why?
We're still worried about coming across Ashley, aren't we?
That's up to you. What do you want to do?
Oh.
It's your choice now.
I like Queen Bee and Ashley, but Naomi has not fixed this dancing game yet. But this arcade newbie, we could get Happy, like, into our arcade. So both are good options here. Both, it's almost like a coin flip. That's tails, and that's Queen Bee and Ashley. That's heads, that's Naomi and Teo.
Alright, it's Queen Bee and Ashley then. Cool.
Okay.
I made your decision for you. Near the center of the arcade, Ashley's showing off her new cosplay to Queen Bee. Well, this should be fun. I know she has her misgivings about it, but people are really digging the costume. She's got a decent crowd of people around her. And that combined with the normal fans that surround Queen Bee, we've got ourselves a pretty nice gathering. Seems that one new customer has garnered the attention of Queen Bee and Ashley. Hey, you! It's
another ghosty.
It's the guy from the Ghost Clan. See, now here's the thing. I would be worried about the Ghost Clan in general if they come in. I just wouldn't specifically go after individuals, you know? Because they very may well be. It's like, you may have a group of people who just suck, but if there's one person there that's like, okay, I can't hold everybody to the standard of like, oh, well.
Yeah.
I think I remember in Deco's Palace when I was getting some fries, and by some fries, I mean potato snack things.
Hey, look kid, a real life in the wild newbie.
Hiya.
Welcome to Arcade Spirits. We're so happy to have you join us for opening day.
That is not what I was expecting from Ashley. But despite her earlier spike in depressions, he seems to at least be able to keep up a good cheer for the customers, even if it might be fake. See, that's what it is. I can't fake. I don't fake well. I mean, I can do it, but I'm not happy when I'm doing it. I'm like, I go to the back and I'm like, fuck this. Thank you. As much as I'd like to pull Ashley aside and talk things over with her, it's probably best not to air dirty laundry in front of the guy. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're right there, yeah.
I'll just wait until it's a more opportune moment.
Child, yes, you young one. Tell Wecky here what you told us. This is so... Okay, Queen Bee, that was kind of weird, though.
I've, never used a joystick before in my life.
I feel like this is a lie because we saw him at Deco's Palace.
Well, no, here's the thing.
I mean, it's possible
What are you...
he's... What?
Do you remember your experience with this?
But I've used them.
I mean, you may have used one before, but think about it. Who actually uses a joystick anymore?
I'm just saying we saw him in an arcade
We
before.
did see him in our... But think about this. The particular game that he might play doesn't require one. He might actually just be playing on a PlayStation controller. This is the barcade that we go to. Has controllers where you can go play and play PlayStation or play like Nintendo.
Yeah.
So if that's the only place he goes to, he's not playing with a joystick.
Like he only does those particular things?
Yes, there are people who are dead set on playing one particular game when they get there. And they will only play that game. There are people...
Yeah, I just don't think that they're using the joystick like they are. Like, this all feels very false.
I don't think it is that, honestly. But we'll go with it. Let's roll. I mean, I've mostly been to Deco's Palace to play games on my phone, touchscreens and stuff. That's all. Never really been much of a gamer, but all my friends are here to... Wait, what? Okay, that's where it's starting to get a little false. Never been much of a gamer, but then how did you become a part of this clan, then?
Yeah.
I'm a little confused. So, I was figuring I might try one out.
Whoa.
Like, wouldn't it be something if, like, he's doing the whole, like, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, to then beat everyone at whatever game? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Never. Not even once played on a joystick? Can you believe it?
I would have been sold a little bit more on this if they were like, oh, he just specifically plays, like, he just doesn't play, like, old arcade games.
Yeah.
And I almost bought into it, but then they sold it weird. And I was like, no. Yes, we've all been there. No point in faulting them for it now.
Oh, that's just too cute. I ought to be young and innocent again.
What's that?
Don't worry at all. Arcade Spirits is the right place to learn. We are friendly, inviting sort of arcade. No mad skills required.
Yeah, just drink.
Here, it's all about having fun. Oh yes, and you know what's super fun? Learning how to play Fist of Discomfort. Trust me. Wanna go a few rounds? I'll even spot you some tokens.
I like Queen Bee's white jacket.
Yeah, I like it too.
It's a very nice contrast. Seeing Queen Bee's con, Ashley quickly tries to offer something else.
Or you could join me for a round or two of TMNT.
Oh shit, we got a TMNT machine?
Nothing like a friendly, cooperative brawler game to each end of things.
Nope. No way.
Best way to learn is to jump headfirst into the deep end, I say. No regrets, just mashing buttons and moving that joystick.
Gotta get away from the word joystick.
And when you're starting with the hottest title, you've got a built-in community to learn from, right at your fingertips. But turtles are nunchas.
It sounds like when you said ninjas that you were trying to say nunchucks. Which one of the turtles do have nunchucks, but he looks like he's got a fart. I'm not gonna lie.
Or he's just holding in a whole
I've
shit.
been holding this in for about 20 minutes. Looks like I might need to jump in and persuade this kid to choose a game. He looks like they look like a deer trapped in headlights. Stuck in the crossfire.
Crossfire!
Crossfire! Crossfire! Crossfire! Are you happy now?
Yep.
Okay. You want hot arcade action? Queen Bee's got the joystick. You want some friendly fun? Ashley's got the joystick. Why not try something simple? Try my joystick. I'm sorry, they kept saying joystick, so everybody has one now.
I'm feeling, I think you should play with Queen Bee.
Okay.
No guts, no glory. Fist of Discomfort is the heart of any arcade scene, and there's no better teacher than Queen Bee of the 4 Heavenly Kings. And we get to plug her new people. This is good.
I like how you
Ashley
just-
might be a little like about it, but I think that's the one.
On cue, Queen Bee strikes a pose.
Yeah.
You will be become my very young apprentice. I shall name you Darth Newbie. Hey, go easy on the kids, yeah. They're not fodder. Yeah, I promise not to whip him too badly. Come on, let's show you the ropes.
Ropes? There are ropes involved. Oh, jeez.
I wonder if Ashley's gonna be like, for real? I was gonna play TMNT.
That poor newbie. This is now awkward.
Oh my!
Ma's got my brother. But also super fun to watch, like Gallagher smashing watermelons. Oh, my childhood. Hey, Ashley, listen. About earlier. This is not the time, Wacky. Still not the time.
Also, don't date yourself because we know you're older than that. Your childhood was when Gallagher was a thing. More like your mid-adulthood.
Not right now. I need to keep my focus on making the customers happy and the needs of arcade spirits.
Yeah, I was like, why would
let's
you
be
just-
professional.
yeah, no. How about
Wacky.
you don't?
You should be done that tall.
Damn. Well, there'll be time later. I hope when this day's over. Time for me to move on. Oh, we get to do it all. All right. Well,
Yay.
next episode because I need a drink after that.
I need to move around.
Less joystick play, more fixing joysticks.
I don't like joysticks anymore. You definitely made it just... It's not a word anymore.
Yeah, no, now you can get used to controllers. Bye, guys!